Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH, HASHAM, YAHAWASHI, HASHAM.
All right, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. And as always, we want to give a special peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, we out here, we at a park today on location to bring you brothers and sisters the word of YAHAWAH, HASHAM, YAHAWASHI. All right, and pretty much we're just gonna go into the precepts, go into some prophecy, and the ultimate goal is to edify. All right, you know, if you've been watching us for a while, all right, you pretty much know, you know, particular things what we're gonna speak on. You know, because the Lord said, if you see the sword come upon the land, prophet Ezekiel, all right, he said to give them warning from me, and that's what we come out here to do. All right, and we love to do it, by the way. Okay, so you want to say something?
Yeah, no, and the fact that he brought up the sword coming upon the land, the sword has been in the news a lot lately. One with Russia putting Satan II missile into combat readiness, and that missile could hold 15 nuclear warheads. The missile itself is 14. Give me if I'm wrong. The missile itself is 14 stories high, and it can hold 15 nuclear warheads.
Woo.
So Russia has that on combat ready, and they talking shit about destroying Britain. And then North Korea just did a simulation of striking South Korea with nuclear missiles, and they also talking about how they can also strike the United States of America with nuclear missiles.
Yeah, and they had Japan on high alert because of that. You know, Japan is on full military readiness because they've had beef over the years. You know, and there's other things like what is it, the DEWs, direct energy weapons. That's been in the news a lot lately. You know, that's been, you know.
You mentioned the Satan II being on combat ready, so that means that, you know, there's only a few prophecies left, man. You know, there's a handful of prophecies that's left that's going to usher in the kingdom of heaven.
I remember when we were doing videos, mentioning that in videos a couple years ago, when it wasn't operational, and here it is, you know, a couple years later, it's operational now.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
operational means that it's ready for combat.
You're ready. It's like having a gun pointed at somebody. You don't got to cock it or load it or nothing. The gun already in the trigger. I mean, the gun already in the bullet is already in the chamber. All they got to do is pull the trigger. These missiles is already locked and loaded and in the chamber. All they got to do is flip the switch. You know. And these pestilences is ready too, that they've been creating in these labs. These potion injections, these pestilences, these viruses and diseases, those is already ready as well. Fucking every time you turn around, they're releasing mosquitoes somewhere over a populated city. Is that a coincidence? No, that's not a coincidence, because it's a known fact that they can lace those mosquitoes with certain viruses and diseases that they claim that they helping people, but they could really be infecting the people.
Bring this out. Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, which is where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
And that's what we've done. We've seeking the old paths of YAHAWAH, HASHAM, YAHAWASHI, man. We've come back to our nationality, and we want to walk in the ways of YAHAWAH, HASHAM, YAHAWASHI, not this new modern bullshit that the majority of our people walk in. The do as thou wilt spirit, the do what makes you feel good spirit, the mirth spirit, you know. Go ahead.
The poison spirit, man. Just every time I see somebody drinking soda loaded with sugar, I'm like, man, that's witch's brew. If you really look up how they make it, that's not the old paths, you know.
Hey, I work in the store. I seen a woman walk out of a grocery store yesterday with like 8 cases of pop, soda.
No water. No water was on that car.
No water.
No cases of water.
We say pop up north, but it's soda. But all soda, man. I'm like, damn, like, you know.
Everybody in the house, kids, including the parents, all probably borderline diabetics.
And that also.
And they was all fat.
That their immune system is weak. You know.
And
So whatever Esau Edom's doing, their immune system not gonna be able to stand.
Exactly.
Hold on, brother. Don't be body shaming. Can't be calling people fat.
That's a problem amongst our people primarily, man. Is type 2 diabetes.
Yep.
Growing up on the Kool-Aid, you know, their mothers are on got the benefit card, and she's buying fucking Fruity Pebbles and honeycombs and soda pop.
Yeah. Think about that. They
filling them with
this
sugar.
how simple the Israelite individual is. You was given a benefit card, and that benefit card you used to get something to help destroy you.
Yep.
And that's one of the instruments of the churl.
Because they could have used that same
warfare.
benefit card to get something that benefited them. They could have went and got the healthy shit. They could have went and got the good shit. Instead of getting 8 cases of pop, they could have got 8 cases of water. Instead of getting all that goddamn Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms and Cheerios and etc., they could have went and got cases of fruit.
Wouldn't that be common sense? Shouldn't that be?
I mean, yeah.
And the old path would be what? Eating real food, you know, having the proper order set up in the household. Okay, not being a damn clown and having a demeanor about yourself, being a fucking man. You know, these men these days, their women are like spies. They got to know what they're doing 24/7, man.
Oh yeah.
And that's a fucking burden on a man.
And these phones play a role in that too, because now they got a 24/7 outlet to your ass. Want to know where you at, what you doing, who you with. And then nowadays, some people even sharing locations with each other, and me personally, I feel that's going overboard, sharing your location with somebody, unless you know you finna go do something, be around a dangerous area or something. That's different. But just to be sharing your location with somebody,
and the new paths would be like riotous living. You know, our people are known for that, man. Known for riotous living, being unruly
and gluttonous,
self-willed, gluttonous. Okay.
Go ahead.
But I'm going to continue on into verse 17. Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
Yeah, that's what we telling you to do. Hearken into the sound of the trumpet, because the perilous times that's coming, all right, is if you hearken into the sound of the trumpet, it's going to benefit you. The sound of the trumpet could be very beneficial. All right, so that's what we telling you to do. Go ahead.
But they said, we will not hearken.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our hard-headed fucking people, man.
Yep.
Therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
And they reject it even unto this day, man. That's what Jake do. Jake don't want to hear the words of the Lord, but it's okay. The scriptures say rather they will hear or rather they will forbear. The most important part is that this word reaches the elect, who it reaches who it's supposed to reach. See, we're not trying to build no fucking nation. We're trying to gather the elect. The nation is going to be built when the kingdom is established. Our job now is to gather the elect. It's already prophesied what's going to happen to 66.6% of our people. That's already written. That was it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 9, verses 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I would not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the seed.
And we're seeing YAHAWASHI sift the house of Israel. All right? The house of Israel is being sifted, man. Go ahead.
Like as corn is sifted in the seed, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Get Ezekiel 2:7.
I got a precept too.
All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Yeah, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. But when you hearken into the sound of the trumpet and you repent, you know, then you're not gonna willfully sin. You're gonna think before you do something. But Jake is out here just sinning willfully. When we keep in the Day of Atonement, Jake is stuffing their face. When we keep in the Passover, Jake is being wicked. When we keep in the Sabbath, Jake is fucking and committing adultery and doing other shit.
Partying and shit.
So while we're rehearsing the righteous act, shall I say, and doing the best we can, brothers that's in the body of YAHAWASHI, Jake is out in the world doing all types of fuckery, man.
Can I bring something out right quick?
And stupidity loves company, man. They do it in groups.
Get it off?
You know,
Yeah.
they don't exercise no wisdom, man.
Yep.
For instance, there's these Jakes, y'all know 19th. You know, there's a shooting there every weekend, but you got the same people hanging out there, knowing that there's shootings there almost every day. Just stupid, just waiting to get picked off.
It's like they got a fantasy to get picked off, to get
It's like-
shot.
Yeah, they could put it in a rap song if they get picked off.
They call it a death wish. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Yeah, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. But the evil is going to overtake and prevent you. You will be swallowed up during the time of Jacob's trouble. Most likely you're going to take the chip. All right? And then when those missiles fly, you're going to be fucking missile food, man. Because you chose not to hearken. Go ahead.
And that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Which is slowly rising right now. The house of David is being built. Go ahead.
And close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Yeah, so the house of David is being built now. And in the kingdom, it's going to be fully established. All right, Lord willing, we're of that number. The elect, Lord willing, we're of the elect. Lord willing, we're of the house of David. Go ahead, Gabar.
It's Proverbs chapter 15, verse 7. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge, but the heart of the foolish doeth not so. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge. That's what the men in this truth doing on the highways and the byways. The men uploading videos. We dispersing knowledge. We speaking truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And but the heart of the foolish doeth not so. You know, the minds of the foolish, all they do is commit foolishness. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord.
Yeah, our people out there just doing wickedness, man. The Lord looks at you that's a smoke in his nostrils. The Lord hates that shit, man.
You got Jake out here covered head to toe in tattoos, man. Looking like a little living, breathing fucking demon out of a horror movie.
Yep. And all they tattoos is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, man. You got tattoos of white men all over them. Dead presidents.
This one dude, I seen a brother uploaded a video. This one Jake got a picture of Trump mugshot, and it say "Make America Great Again." He tattooed it on his thigh.
He's a fucking retard, man. That's what you're a retard.
Boy, Klaus Schwab said you will eat the bugs. Okay? You will eat the bugs. You will take the chip and you will eat the bugs. And a missile.
Go ahead.
But he loveth him that followeth after righteousness.
But he loveth him that followeth after righteousness. And that's what we strive to do. Even in this polluted, poisoned, wicked society, on a daily basis, we still try the best we can. Because we know that there's a reward at the end of the tunnel. And we want the benefits of that reward. You know? But this society is poison. You know? You wake up to poison. You go to sleep to poison. During your work day, you see poison. You hear poison. Everything's out of order. You see some shit that's out of order. You can't do nothing about it. Because there's a law in place that says if you do something
about how there's no judgment in the land.
Exactly. So that's why the scriptures say we seek for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. So we can execute the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And in the kingdom of heaven, amongst Israel, we're not going to see none of that bullshit. Go ahead.
Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die.
Yeah, you try to correct the nigga that don't really have any he doesn't have any motivation to serve the Lord. Try to correct the nigga that don't have no motivation to serve the Lord. Read that again. That's talking about those individuals.
Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way.
Yeah, it's grievous unto him. Correction can go back to the law, statutes, and commandments. You tell a nigga he can't do this or he can't do that. Well, why not? Nigga, because the Lord said it's not good.
It's grievous.
It's grievous. The law, statutes, and commandments are grievous.
You're not allowed to smoke weed. It gets grievous. I can't smoke weed.
I do everything, but man, I can't give up that bacon. I'm sorry, I like my bacon in the morning.
I'm gonna eat what I want.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verses 8. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, and honored me with their lips.
And Jake does that at the camps. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
But their heart is far from me.
Yeah, I feel what y'all doing, man. I feel that. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. I like y'all brothers.
And you never see him again.
Never see him again. Full of shit. Full of shit. You niggas just be talking, man. Because a lot of you are actually embarrassed to be seen doing this type of thing. To be seen doing the work. You embarrassed. But you're not gonna be. You're gonna wish you was doing it when the Lord comes. Because at the end of the day, no matter how foolish we look to the world, we're doing the right thing.
Ain't no like button or little heart that you click in this truth, man. Okay, you're either in it or you're not. Okay, we don't want your likes. Okay, we don't want your tweets.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, and verses 7. And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious.
They are most rebellious. That's why when you read some accounts in the scriptures, you be like, you know that had to be a nigga, Latino, or Native American. The way, just to by their actions. Go ahead.
But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee, be not thou rebellious like thy rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee.
Yeah, meaning soak up the knowledge, man. Soak it up. Go ahead.
And when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and there was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe.
Yeah, that's talking about the Bible. All right, which is definitely lamentations and mournings and woe written in the scriptures, man.
Wait, what's that one place? Kubar, you might have heard about it. That Burning Man, where they got
the Burning Man festival.
Yeah, where they had some outbreak because they had like a flood or something.
Yeah, rain from a monsoon or some shit.
And now they're saying that they figured it out what it is. It was some parasite that was in the water and it was seeping in through people's clothes and feet. And they had to send the National Guard in, man, before outbreak. They're not letting anybody leave.
Yeah, they said it's tens of thousands of people there.
Lockdown.
You telling me there's not a higher power, man?
Well, it was a parasite in the sand.
That's the current update. They're not really letting anything out. You know, there's all kinds of rumors, but
in the sand, right?
Yeah. And it's so, and I guess it lays eggs in the
Shalom.
Something crazy, man.
Probably do. Yeah, it says tens of thousands of people out there.
Somebody get Isaiah 30 and 10. Hey, we're gonna get these you post, brother. We're gonna get these precepts, man. It's Isaiah 30 and 10, read through 13.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verses 10. I'm going to say that 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that would not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
Yeah, because Jake wants to hear the smooth things. You know, they don't want to hear about Jacob's trouble. They don't want to hear about the sword, famine, death, and destruction, pestilences. Because you know why they don't want to hear about that? Like we always say, because they know they're not right. They know if the Lord came right now, they wouldn't be ready. If YAHAWASHI came right now, or today, or we ready. All right? Because the scriptures say, blessed is the servant whom his Lord finds so doing. So we know that we, at the end of the day, we giving this thing our all, man.
Blessed are they that wait upon the Lord.
Go ahead. That's right.
Prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceits.
That's what they want to hear, man. That's what everybody wants to hear. Everybody's so sensitive and gets offended so easy these days, man. Okay, and that's one of the tools of this devil. Is to make you all sensitive and afraid to offend somebody, man. Okay, when you come into this truth, you're going to get rebuked and you're going to get offended. But if you stay offended, the Lord will get you out of here, man. That's part of the building up process, man. Building a foundation. Realizing that the way that you were is not the right way.
Right.
And when you tell the truth, you start to get more enemies.
Go ahead, I'm continuing. Yeah. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression.
Yeah, the scriptures got us getting on Jake now. Because you despise this word and you trust in oppression. And that's what a lot of our people do. They trust in oppression. We brought out a couple weeks ago about how they went and took the sauce because they were scared they're gonna lose a fucking job, man. Like that's the only job you can get. So what they do, they trusted in oppression. And they went and got that shit. And a lot of them dropped dead. A lot of their children dropped dead. A lot of their husbands dropped dead. Wives dropped dead.
And then every new variant that comes out, they keep saying, "Oh, the old jabs don't work on this new variant, so we got to get you another one."
Yeah, you all boosted the fuck up. Got 8 goddamn boosters, man.
They say it's a new jab in October. It's a new one coming. Shit, that new one might be the one that sparked the fucking pandemic.
We're working on this one. Go ahead.
Hey, remember, Kill Gates said the next one is what's gonna get the people's attention.
Okay. Go ahead, Yash. Get what you got.
This is there might be more in there.
Well, what verse did you read to? You're supposed to read the 13.
Maybe even 14.
Yeah.
Isaiah 30 is all about you rebellious children, man.
Yep. Yeah, read the 13.
Wherefore, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verses 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in thy high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
Breaking coming suddenly at an instant, man. The scriptures talk about if you often get reproved and you keep hardening your heart, you're going to be destroyed without remedy. Suddenly. Roughly paraphrasing. Suddenly without remedy. Okay? There's about to be massive death out here, man. Because Esau Edom, okay, he's very public about his depopulation plans. He's not hiding it no more. He's really not hiding it. Okay? And it's going to be YAHAWASHI. It's going to let this devil run loose. They should be a madman sparing none.
Yeah. Because us in this truth, we know for a fact, 100% fact, shit has to hit the fan. Shit has to get bad. Shit has to get grievous.
They're talking about if Tucker Carlson was putting out there that one of the next steps is they're going to try and assassinate Trump. And everybody's going to go crazy if they do that. Everybody's going to go. You had, what was it, that one presidential candidate, Robert Kennedy. He's been talking a little too much. They might get rid of him just like they got rid of his uncle, JFK. He was saying that BlackRock is trying to own all the homes in the United States, man. They're gonna make, and you're not gonna own anything, man. And you're gonna have to rent off them, and they're gonna have all kinds of rules about what you can and can't have in your house, man. You're gonna be able to have certain foods, so on and so forth. Certain amount of people. You're not gonna be allowed to have visitors, you know, from out of town, unless you get permission from them. Total, just another way of locking people down, man. Restrictions. And then you got Esau Edom pushing all these electric vehicles and e-bikes, and then the restrictions on the on airports are coming soon. He's trying to keep everything locked down, man. Total control.
That's what Aaron Russo said. Total control over the people. That's what they want. And everything that the brother just mentioned, all that's gonna be governed by the chip. Tracking your every move, tracking your every transaction. They're gonna know exactly what you buying. They're gonna know exactly where you at. You know, you ain't gonna have no privacy. We really don't have privacy now. This devil can literally know exactly where you at because you have these different smart devices, smart watches, headphones, smartphones.
You going live?
That you can't see.
You going live right now. They know exactly where we at.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, man, that was somebody I know. His son was talking to some girl on the internet, and he was talking about hurting himself. And he said that the cops showed up within like an hour after that shit. In shitty ass Niagara Falls, man. How much more so in police that are actually real police?
Yeah, bigger cities. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 14. No, verse 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." That's those missiles. All right. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth." Like
and that fire, okay, just like the scriptures say that they're gonna was it hiss at this place when the missiles come, man, because this is gonna be a memorial or remembrance of how not to live, the most wicked society ever.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
And what's the plagues? Plagues, pestilence, virus, disease, droughts, food shortages, extreme weather events, blackouts.
High unemployment, man. That's coming with this AI. And what's the solution going to be? The CBDC. That'll be a perfect plan to implement the CBDC. Well, nobody could afford the food that's on the shelves, even though there's shortages. Give them the CBDC. Track everything.
And a lot of countries already got the CBDC. Russia got their own CBDC. Countries in South America got their own CBDC.
It's going to replace welfare. That's what it's designed to do.
Verse 17, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 17. It says, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
Right, and we were talking about BRICS the other day in the group chat. You know, we all got our different opinions on that, but the main thing is that it's basically like a political alliance. Russia is starting to arm these smaller nations. They said they're going to arm these smaller nations, and that's fulfillment of the prophecy. Let the weak say, "I am strong." Okay, and they're going to be a guard unto them, man. Russia's going to be a guard unto these smaller nations.
Yeah, and they pretty much stay. Come 2024, that's when these smaller nations is really go turn it up a notch against the U.S. You know, because as we know, you know, things don't happen overnight. You know, it's steps by steps, move by moves. And these heathens is moving real strategically and making real big steps, but one step at a time. You know, a lot of these things didn't happen overnight.
And America's stupid, man. They're going to continue doing business with these nations. They're going to continue well, they're at war with them. They were doing business during World War II with Germany.
Yeah, I think and America go do that because America's a consumer, not a producer. It's these other countries that has the plug to the oil, that has the plug to the corn, that has the plug to the wheat. You know, the wheat, the corn, the oil, and other foods and merchandise that Americans use. You know, America don't really have any of that, and the little that we do have will be gone in no time if the world was to cut us off.
And that's why it's gonna be a heavy famine that's gonna come quick, suddenly.
And look at China, man. Americans have been bitching about China getting one up over the U.S. for decades now. Their trade deficit with China is like $300–400 billion a year they're losing, and it's been going on for a couple decades with no end in sight. So America don't give a shit. As long as you give us some shit to keep our peons occupied, we don't care if we're giving our so-called sovereignty or power away.
It says, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not return from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges.
People still ain't gonna repent.
And that shows you how deep and wicked they are. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case.
Right, like America, they don't care as long as the rest of the world keeps using their dollar. They don't give a fuck. You know, they don't care as long as things are affordable. Keep the people asleep. Bread and circuses. That's what they've been doing.
And,
you know,
and all of this, you know, when you like, let's say you just traveling through Babylon. Let's say you drive from like one state to another. Let's say you drive from New York to like South Carolina. Let's just say that, right? You're gonna see the same shit. You're gonna see gas stations.
Same set.
You're gonna see Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. You might see a couple fast food spots that only that state produces. You might see an amusement park. All right, you're gonna see Sunoco. It's the same fucking shit.
The same background,
It's the same shit. All right. So when you really look at it, now some places do have like nice beaches. Some states do have a nice scenery. But if you're just traveling, you're gonna see the same shit. And I say that because this place is really fucking whack, right? Some places have good nightclubs and shit like that. But on the whole, America is the same, man.
You got your few gated communities, and then you got your slums.
Yeah.
It's just one big city.
Every state got a hood, right? A ghetto.
A suburban.
And like Apostle Gabar said, it's really just one big corporation. As you just mentioned, Gabar, America is more of an import consumer. It imports a lot, you know? A lot of shit that America has, it ain't really made here.
You look at the internet.
China made it.
The internet was made here, right? You pretty much need the internet if you live in Babylon. You can't even find a damn job without the internet. But the actual lines that control the whole internet are all owned by the big corporations, like your Verizons, your AT&Ts, your Googles. When really there's been a push to make them the internet nationalized and make it a public utility, like your electricity and your natural gas and your water. But they ain't gonna happen.
It comes to the point, like the brother just posted, surely your pressure maketh a wise man mad. You know, I'm still mad. I gotta pay for water.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking pay a water bill. You gotta pay
for something that literally fall out of the sky.
You have to pay for the Earth's natural resource, and Esau gives it to you in plastic, which is bad for you.
And then the water that you pay for, it's not even really drinkable, the tap water. You know? You gotta sit there and tell your... Because, hey, when I was growing up, my folks told me, you better not take more than 10 minutes in that shower.
Now think about when Gad was established over here and they full rulership. They was drinking out of creeks. They was drinking out of rivers. They was drinking out of ponds. You know, hell, they could have been drinking out of certain parts of the ocean, bathing in it. You know, and that water wasn't polluted. But this devil comes over here and builds up a concrete jungle, and now he dumps trash. Think about the animal kingdom, certain parts of the animal kingdom. When Gad was over here, those turtles in the water didn't have plastic straws up their noses. That's why this nigga tries to give you a paper straw now. Oh, it's better for the environment.
Come to find out, them shit's bad too.
You know, everything is shit, man. And the animals and the trees are gonna rejoice when you get taken down.
You can't use a plastic bag at a grocery store.
Not in our state anyway.
Yeah, but here it is. All the food that you get comes in plastic.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So what about
So they
that
could do it, but we can't.
Right.
Because we're the slaves.
Yep. This is an ass backward society. Continuing on, this shit is stupid, man. It's stupid. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth.
Yeah, they could get a $5 biggie bag.
Oh, yeah.
Wendy's,
Yep.
2 for $6. Oh, big Aki sandwiches from Burger King.
Oh yeah, like Popeyes, it's still like the 10 piece for like $10. 10 pieces for like $10.
Yeah, but let you go to a store and try to get some fruit or some peanuts or something.
Right. Some good
Some nutritional.
All the bullshit is cheap.
Right.
It says, and they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, the sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And that's talking about the super rich, because they're gonna escape the hunger because they're not gonna go hungry. They got bunkers with years worth of food. A lot of you preppers, you got certain areas with years worth of food, which that's gonna be stored up for the elect, more than likely. But you elite, you're not worried about hunger. You got the best foods now, and you have these bunkers that have years worth of food. But so you're gonna escape the hunger more than likely, but you're not gonna escape the sword.
Nope.
All right.
And hey, I was at work a few days ago. I talked to an Edomite truck driver, and he straight up told me he owns over 1,600 guns, and he has an 18-inch concrete thick.
It's Psalms
vault.
80, 82, and 4.
You got 2 arms
The water for the precepts.
and 2 trigger fingers, but you need 1,600 guns.
Yeah, you got he said at least 1,600 guns. He got ammunition for every last gun, and he got an 18-inch concrete thick vault.
Well, if he's an Edomite, then hey,
That's what he
good
trusts
for him.
Yeah,
Because that's his blessing.
Yeah, he got
Hey, man.
guns, he got food, he got a vault. He's set.
You never know, man. The Lord might give men of the Lord access to some of those 1,600
Yeah.
guns when his ass get put to death, and his little pantry, man.
Which really, when you really think about it, see, Esau can do that shit. They can store all them guns.
Yeah.
If it was a Jake, we'd get on your ass, because during that time we ain't gonna need none of that shit.
Nah, yeah, we faith,
We-
we faith and hope based.
Yeah, we gonna have YAHAWASHI. Now the food is different, because that could be, you look at that food, that's the Lord giving us a blessing. That's why I said a lot of these doomsday preppers, they could be storing that up for the elect one day. Because they don't have faith. That's why they doing that shit. And it's all gonna, who knows, somebody could come in there and kill their ass and keep it moving.
Right.
And then there's just a bunch of food left. Easy.
Yeah,
Take what they can and leave.
And then the elect of the nation of Israel just happens to stumble upon that location that's full of weapons and food.
And a lot of those preppers are fucking selfish, man. They selfish as hell, those doomsday preppers.
Greedy.
They greedy.
Still claim to love everybody.
Yeah, if brothers ran across that shit, we'll be sharing that, man, amongst ourselves. You know? Hey, brother, get you some. And this is a reward from YAHAWASHI. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verses 4. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are undoors.
We were speaking about that. This place is out of order, man. Go ahead.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes.
Yeah, in this flesh, right now, we perish. All right, but when we get those new bodies, we're gonna literally be, as Apostle Tahar would say, many Most Highs. All right, we're gonna be many Most Highs, man. When we get those new bodies, we're gonna be gods on this earth. And you Edomites and you other nations, you're gonna be perishable, and we're gonna be immortals. All right, go ahead.
Arise, O Yahawah, by HASHAM YAHAWASHI. Judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations.
Yep. Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. All right, so we literally gonna have the inheritance of the heathens. We're gonna be able to rule the earth under Israelite rulership. We're gonna have the law, statutes, and commandments written within us.
Where's that scripture at?
And we're not gonna sin. All right, which is gonna be beautiful, man.
That scripture.
And when you hear that, you look at this world and you just look at it and be disgusted of this world that we in, because this shit is ass. And we all ready to go. We ready to get the fuck up out of here. Then it get worse by the day.
This place is toast. I'm trying to see. GMS blessed are the meek. Shalom, Mak.
Why the fuck would you want to stay here and live to die old in a place like this?
This brother said, GMS blessed be the mark. Some of those guns will be taken for the 2/3 of Israel, as the elect won't need them, being blessed with spiritual power. That's right. However, the 2/3 will have a hand in bringing Esau down as well. Shalom. That's what we said. We ain't gonna really need that. You know, we gonna have the protection of the Lord. You have something?
Yeah, what I posted in the group chat a couple days ago. Psalm 135, 1 through 4. Praise ye the Lord, praise ye the name of the Lord. Praise him, O ye servants of the Lord. Ye that stand in the house of the Lord, in the courts of the house of our power. Praise the Lord, for the Lord is good. Sing praises unto his name, for it is pleasant. For the Lord hath chosen Jacob unto himself, and Israel for his peculiar treasure. And that's then that inheritance, man.
Only Israel. Remember when we first came into this truth, we would bring out a lot of those only Israel scriptures to cut these people, man. And that's the beautiful part about being born an Israelite. You get the kingdom of heaven. Don't get mad at us because we was born Israelites.
Right.
And you wasn't.
Some of them we had to go into the Hebrew or Greek, but a lot of them we didn't, because it was just plain, man. Just plain English. Okay? This is Deuteronomy 32 and 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is a lot of his inheritance.
Jacob is a lot of his inheritance. And it tells us in Obadiah that upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. All right? So we know that the only people that are going to be delivered when America, Babylon the Great is destroyed, the only souls and the only individuals that will be delivered out of here is elected a nation of Israel. All you other people are going to die. You're going to perish. Okay? And some of the elite, they're going to escape to their bunkers. They're going to get away. And when New Jerusalem comes down from heaven off those ships and their new bodies, they will be sought out and taken. They will be the first fruits of slavery. Okay? And the scriptures tell us that the sons of strangers shall build up our walls. So these Edomites are going to build our kingdom. It's like we built this shithole, man, in different parts. parts of the earth.
Yep. And when you look at it, when you watch some of them bunkers, doomsday bunkers and stuff, it's a lot of elite. It's a lot of elite Edomites and heathens. Like it's really a lot of bunkers out there. Like when you add up the individuals, like they have underground cities,
Underground military bases.
yeah. Cause you got to think
Super rich.
they gonna have military, they gonna have doctors, and people that
Basically like their own little society.
yeah. Engineers, doctors, nurses, fucking anything you could think of, valuable people with knowledge they gonna have down there. It's gonna be a lot of elites down there that we gonna be able to come grab and snatch up.
That's their inward
Essential
thought.
workers.
Essential workers.
That's their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
The entire households and bloodlines they gonna have with them. So it's gonna be a lot of Edomites to go snatch up from bunkers.
Have you seen the movie? What was it? Greenland?
Yep, I seen that.
Yeah. All the structural engineers and
Yep.
the PhDs and all the important people they did
Scientists, engineers,
flew their ass to Greenland, man.
construction workers, all of that.
And then bunkers till the comet. What was it? A comet that hit? I can't remember. I seen the movie a few years ago.
A lot of them bunkers not gonna withstand because the earth gonna roll to and fro.
Yeah.
So
Well, America, whatever bunker in America, that shit is done. This ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't no bunker in America go make it through this destruction. Because America will be completely made desolate.
Yeah, it depends because, well, yeah, you do. That is a good point though, because this bitch is gonna get rocked so hard.
Yeah, America's,
You know, the Lord basically said that this place is gonna be a desert, man.
yeah, whatever bunker here, that shit,
You know?
just gonna fall upon itself.
Yeah, a lot of those bunkers that the elite have are overseas in different areas.
Yeah, them ones got a chance, but the ones here in America, them shits is done. Them shits is done. America getting hit with laser beams, missile after missile, like this shit is over. This shit,
Yeah,
done.
It's gonna be a memorial, man. Hey, and ultimately that's why we want to get the hell out of here. That's why. Hey, it's gonna take a miracle to get us out. Those ships are gonna be a miracle. You know, us being delivered is a miracle, man. Us teaching this word is a miracle. You know, so we gonna close it up, man. With that, all right. Lord willing, you were edified. We're gonna cut it a little short today. We're gonna give all the Lord willing, you brothers and sisters were edified. All right, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory.
So Yahawah, Ba'Shem, Yahawashi, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
All right, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. And Lord willing, we'll see you brothers and sisters next week. Shalom.